Good morning, everybody. Today is a beautiful day here in the Netherlands, and that's why I decided to go to the beach. I thought it was going to be a good idea to explore the beach during winter or end of winter and see what are people up to. I have to admit that there's more people than I expected. I guess everybody had the same idea. I mean, the day is really beautiful. It's been quite some time since we had a day like this. Look at the windmills. You can see that it's really windy today. And there we have the North Sea. So let's go to our plans. The idea is to walk all the way from here to Den Haag. It seems that the beach is going to connect Hoek Van Holland with Den Haag, so the idea is to walk. It's going to be about a 4 hours walk, so let's get started. I'm really curious what I'm going to see during off-season. So it looks like the people here doesn't walk their dogs, they walk the horses. That's a first. Coming to the beach in a day like this is just perfect. There's the right amount of heat. It's not that hot. There's the right amount of wind. There's not that much people, and get here is not that hard. I mean, you can take the line B of the metro. There are quite a few trains that come to Hoek Van Holland Strand. And it will cost you about 10 euros back and forth. I paid a bit less because I departed from Scheveningen Centrum, but if you depart from the center of Rotterdam, it's going to be probably 5 euros. I don't know if you can see it, but what that people is doing over there, I think it's called windsurfing. I'm not entirely sure because they have like a cart. It's like a cart with a sail. And they get push, or their propulsion is with the wind. So it's the same thing that you would be doing at the sea, but on land. Shells, a lot of them. They are not everywhere though, just from time to time. So what are they doing? I don't know if they are practicing. There are some cones. Maybe they are practicing for a race or something. All along the beach there are some cabins. You can rent those. I think I checked once and they are not that cheap. Some of them can be quite expensive. I think the cones are delimiting some kind of circuit where they can go. The annoying thing is that if you like speed, you will go as fast as the wind is pushing you. So that could get a bit boring when there's no wind. But let's be honest, in the Netherlands there's always wind. Look, stand still. I really wonder if they can change the direction of the sail. I mean, I guess you should be able to. If the wind changes direction, you should still be able to keep moving. But doesn't look like they can. Oh, maybe they can. I think she just did that. It's like cars, but with the sail. Must be fun. I should try that once. I was trying to find out a bit more about those things that we saw. They are called block arts, and they are not that expensive if you want it as a hobby. They range from 30 euros to about 90, 100. Depends, I guess, the quality of the materials are on the sale. Yeah, this is not the rental. See the shipping. You can actually get one for 100 euros. Those that you see there are dunes. I'm surprised that there's no more people doing mountain bike or some sport on the dunes. If you have a quad, it's really fun to go and jump and go through them, around them. I used to do that with some friends. A friend had a quad and we used to take it to the beach, to the dunes, and there was kind of a circuit and we could go around and the quad would jump. It was a lot of fun. I haven't seen any quad now that I'm thinking of. Maybe they are not allowed here? I don't know. Really, those cabins look like they could even have a shower in it. Must be nice to rent one of those and spend the night in front of the beach. Oh, one of those is open. Yeah, people coming out of it. There are fishermen too. I'm going to get closer to the sea. It's getting wet here. I'm going to take a photo here. I really like that there's no one around. Okay, let me show you where we are, so you get a picture. There. So we started there on Hoek Van Holland Strand metro station, and we are barely there. It seems that this is a nudist beach. Naaktstrand meets like naked beach or something like that. So we are 20 minutes in this video, and we are quite far from our target. The idea is to get there, and according to Google Maps we have 4 hours 20 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be quite a hike, quite a walk. Dogs are really happy here. They have all the freedom that they can probably don't get at home. this is the place for them. I just had an idea. I will tell you something without talking. There you have it. Please subscribe. Almost lost my wallet. We'll have to jump here. There are some abandoned sheds over there. Definitely those have seen better days. Sun is softer here. There's a guy trying to surf over there. Good luck, bud. I don't think you will get any waves today. No bigger than the ones that you see. I was seeing that there's a surfboarding school here. So, yeah, maybe you can get some waves. Maybe not just today. There's wind, but maybe it's not that strong. I know. I know shit about surfing, so I better shut up. So there you have more people practicing block art. Although their flags are different color, different shield. So maybe they are getting ready for a competition later today. Maybe they are just practicing. This is a team and the other one was a different team. I had no idea that this was a thing. Yeah, maybe not. It looks like they are just having fun. Doesn't look like they are down for any competition. Let's get going. I guess that's it for today. The weather is changing fast. I really hope rain doesn't ruin my plans. Forecast was supposed to be nice today, so I would be surprised. So yeah, we can expect a high of 13 degrees today. No rain, foresight. I guess it will be fine. Look how many shells. These are really odd. I think the ones I have seen my whole life are like this, or even like this, but this is something new. I don't want to get wet. I've never seen shells like this. I wonder which kind of animal lives in it. I like the noise that they make. Satisfying. There are a lot. Some have quite interesting colors. I guess the tide rises a lot during night. Look at all the water here. And I guess that when they form enough pressure, then they will go to the sea. That's why you can see those kind of rivers. Look at the view. I believe that we started over there and we are all the way here. I'm going to make a photo. I guess your odds increase when you have two roads. He must be really passionate about it. After all, I don't think this was such a crazy idea, walking all the way from Hoek Van Holland to Den Haag. I see a lot of people walking and jogging, so maybe many people do it. It's quite an exercise, to be honest. It's just 4 or 5 hours straight of walking. That covers your daily quota, probably even more. The dog is following me, but when I try to pet him, it goes away. I think he wants to play. Sun is shining again. Well, trying to. So I guess everybody does the same. They have two fishing rods. I think this is the first time that I see that. I've seen many times people fishing, but never with two rods. Although I can understand, if you have to come all the way from your home here and you have to walk all this distance, yeah, you may make the most of it. We've been walking for 50 minutes. Huh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it here. Yeah, no, maybe it's not a good idea. If my shoes get wet, it's game over. Well, I could keep walking without my shoes, but it gets a bit chilly from time to time. I don't want to get sick. Okay, this was easy. There's always another way. When the sun is out, it gets really warm. Yeah, there's no lifeguard post anywhere, so I guess there are only a few designated places where you can swim. Probably no one is going to stop you, but you're on your own. It looks like the dunes are getting higher. It's getting really warm. I wonder if those are baby seagulls. Let's see if I can get closer. They might. Colors are a bit similar. And their peak looks a bit like it. Okay, I'm going to leave. I'm just annoying them. I think they might be. What is that? It's like some water treatment thing. It looks modern. Weird location for it. Let's see if Google says something. So in Dutch it means uitstroomkoepel, and the English translation is outflow koepler. Still, I have no fucking clue what that means. Or outflow dome. Yeah, I don't know. It's really weird. I wonder if it belongs to a ship or something. I mean, like it did belong to a ship or something. Trying to look for it. So there's a Reddit post asking exactly that. What is this big, about 3 meters height and 6 meter wide metal container looking thing on the coast? Something for rainwater. 1 second, there's an explanation that's in Dutch. Let me translate it. Through the outflow dome, which is located on the beach near Monster due to the widening of the coast. Excess rainwater from the area was drained on the North Sea. Sorry, pronunciation. Okay, doesn't say much, but okay, something for rainwater. Oh, and that gives me cue to tell you that we changed the beach. We are not longer in the Hoek Van Holland Strand, but we have reached the Monster Beach. I think that's the right name for it. Yeah, Monster Beach. So this is what I want to reach, the pier. And according to Google, we still have about 3 hours and 20 minutes of walking. So yeah, let's get going. Let's continue. This is probably going to be my most boring video. What the hell. I saw recently that to have success in YouTube, you have to make about 400 videos. And out of those 400 videos, you might get only 50 that are worth. And from there, it's going to get better. I think I haven't even reached my video number 200, so yeah, it's okay. I think this can be another experimental video. It's going to be a full raw footage. I'm not going to edit anything. I want to keep it real. I'm tired of all the bullshit that you can see on YouTube, on TikTok, and everywhere else. So I guess where all those houses are on the background, that's the middle point of the Monster Beach. We are kind of on the edge between the Monster Beach and the Hoek Van Holland Strand. I don't think I told you, but Hoek Van Holland Strand means the corner of Holland Beach. More dogs. These are getting into the water. Yeah. Golden retrievers just simply love the water. If you have noticed, all the dogs that we passed by, they were just running and playing close to their owners. But golden retrievers, the only 2 that I saw, they went to the water. What do we have there? Fountain? Seawater fountain. I guess this is a treasure hunter. This has to be seawater. Smells like it. I really don't know where that water is coming from. That's why I don't want to touch it. Must be from the sea, but yeah, just to be sure. There's a large amount of shells here. That must be like a lifeguard station. But as you see, it's all shut down. No one's there. Probably in spring, summer. I think I can see the first buildings right there in the background. And I mean the first city buildings. Hello. The sun is out and people are really happy. You can tell. I'm considering a break in that building. Maybe for some refreshment. That's going to be about our 1 hour mark. Maybe even a bit more. And then we have another 3 hours to go. So it might not be a bad idea to stop and take a break. Okay, once I'm there, I might end the footage. I'll have my break and then I'll continue. There's a lot of people. There's a table. Let's continue. So I have bad news. My external battery already died, so I think I overestimated this. I was over positive. I don't think the camera battery is going to last another 3 hours. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Damn it. I should have brought another battery. I have another one and I didn't bring it because I thought it wouldn't be necessary. Maybe I can make some shorter shots. After all, some parts of the beach are not that interesting. Also, the sand is slowing me down a lot. It's not as firm as before, so yeah, I can't go any faster. So yeah, I might cut the video. I can see the buildings over there. Maybe I could have gone faster once I passed this part. Let's see. I have 93% and dropping fast. Look at it going. So this is definitely the most difficult part. The sand is so loose that you can barely walk fast here. I slow down a lot. Yeah, still trying to get to the tower. It's a viewing point actually. This part has been endless. I'm glad that I'm not recording constantly because it would have been fucking boring. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this anymore. I'm going so slow. So, where now? It seems that we need to get up to the dune, but I'm not really sure. I know if the beach is ending, I don't think so. But I might need to go. I'm just going to follow them. By the way, I've been walking for about half an hour. I was checking at what hour I paid at the cafe. It was about 1:15 and it's about 1:40. So yeah. So they went that way. I'm going to continue next to the sea as much as I can. Holy shit, I'm far. From here I can see the pier, the big wheel, the Ferris wheel. It's barely visible. I think we still have 2 hours and a half of walking. Now I wonder how many battery packs do I need to record about 5 hours. I guess about 5. I think one battery pack lasts 1 hour of recording. Oh, and by the way, the observation deck is closed. That's why I'm not heading there. Probably opens in the spring, summer. So I move a bit away from the shore. This is like walking the desert. Look how wide it is. This is the widest that we have seen so far. There are some buildings over there, but I think that's not Den Haag. I think that's another city a bit closer. It could be yeah, I don't know. There are quite a few towns before Den Haag, so it must be part of Den Haag, just one of the small towns inside Den Haag. Let me check. That's why I have Google for Den Haag. Actually, we're not that far from Den Haag. I wasn't paying attention and I was going that direction. So as you can see, that's the line that delimits Den Haag. So we're about to be there. Funny that part of the beach is not part of Den Haag. Odd. Maybe it belongs to the state, to the province? I don't know. That's weird. Maybe it's just a mistake on Google Maps. So we're there. We have to get there. Still quite a walk. How is it possible that there's water there? It's like a small lake. Okay, let's see. I'm not entirely sure. It feels a bit sticky. Maybe seawater. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this, but we are going through the Zandmotor Beach, or Sand Engine Beach. I don't see any opening, so I don't know where is this water coming from. Maybe it formed through the years. I don't know. I don't know if you can see the dog, but it's right in the middle, so it must be not that deep. The sand here is way firmer, so I can go faster. It's like walking on soil. 2 hours 10 minutes. This was tougher than I thought. To be honest, I want to be over with this. The worst part is that the wind is blowing right into my right ear, so I don't know what to do. I don't know if it covers my ear. That means that I need to walk with one hand on my ear, and there's, yeah, if not, I need to walk like this, backwards. It's really annoying, and it's not stopping. It hasn't stopped for a single second. It's just go stronger or softer, but it won't stop. It's really, really annoying. I put my AirPods on. Ah, that's better. And we'll reach another beach. This is the Scheveningen Beach, and we are still like 1 hour and 40 minutes away. Honestly, that Ferris wheel is not getting any closer. The more I walk, the farther it gets. Some lady was wearing earplugs. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's annoyed by the wind. By the way, it's 2:30. What's the deal with those container boxes? It's weird that they are here. That foam looks suspicious. I don't know where is that coming from. Is that even normal to be that color? And that much foam? It's something that I haven't seen that much. Actually, I think I've only seen in this beach, nowhere else. South American beaches and the Mediterranean didn't have that. So, like 1 hour and a half to go. Can you see the Ferris wheel? Now it's a bit more visible than before. You can see it there. At least now you can see where we're going. Some guy just walked naked into the water. He left the towel there. There's no doubt that walking on the beach is way slower. Yeah, I know, no brainer there. It's just that I assumed that Google was going to give me the beach walk time, and I just found out that Google was not making me walk through the beach, but instead through some street going along the beach. So yeah, it's probably two more hours from the total time. So we'll say about 4 hours and a half from Hoek Van Holland Strand to Den Haag. I think it has been maybe 2 more hours. Well, actually maybe Google is not that far and I'm just tired and complaining. I was checking and I left home, well actually I took the train at about 10:40ish and I arrived to Hoek Van Holland at 11:20, and it's about 2:50. So yeah, maybe still 1 more hour to go, almost the same as Google predicted. So from my point I still have to go 4 kilometers. Yeah, I'm not that far. Can you even see that? That's where we are, that's where we're going. What you see there is the Den Haag skyline, or what's appearing coming up. Yeah, not sure what's the right word for it. So we are really close. I think we are a bit less than an hour away. I can see the lighthouse, as I think that's also kind of an icon. So yeah, we are really close, finally. Finally we're getting somewhere. My legs are sore. I don't think it's good to be walking this distance in the beach. I was checking on Google. The lighthouse is the Scheveningen lighthouse. So once we are there, we reach the Scheveningen Beach, and that should leave us right next to the ferry wheel. I think the beach walk might be over. We are there, and once we reach here, yeah, it's going to be the end of it. I mean, it continues, but we have to leave and go all around. So yeah, I'll have to go our way now, in case I can cross over there. So I guess we'll reach the end of the beach. I guess I made it. We're at Den Haag. It was tough, but we're here. I mean, I initially said that I was going to get to Den Haag. So my initial goal is met. Now my second goal was to go to the pier. So let's get there. There are some stairs over there, but I will take this path. I'll go this way. Yeah, we have to go all around. It's going to get intense. Well, not intense, but it's going to get long. Okay, so now where? Maybe you can grab a bike. I don't think those are rental bikes. No, they look like all private bikes. This party is going to be endless. I guess this is a residential area under development. The weather is so weird because from time to time you or get too warm or you get too cold, and it's like you can't figure what to wear. Sometimes I need my jacket closed, sometimes open, sometimes I just want to rip my skin out of my body. So it's a really confusing weather. I guess that's what happens when you start entering the spring. I wonder where to. Can I go this way? I'm not really sure. I see people going this way, and I saw people going the other way. No, it ends there. I have to go this way. So yeah, the long path. If there's a supermarket around, I'll make a stop and buy something to eat. Oh, maybe I could grab this one. Yeah, I don't know. I said I was going to do all by foot. I'm going to do that. If I take the bike, I'm changing the rules. I'm getting a bit into the neighborhood. I think I saw a shortcut, so I'm going to take that, and it's going to drop me, it's going to leave me close to a supermarket. I think it's a Jumbo or a Albert Heijn to go, so either will be fine. Jumbo is cheaper, so I might go there. I don't know if I would like to live in a place like this. Everything feels a bit unfinished. I mean, probably the places are really nice inside, but they feel isolated. I don't know, maybe some people are looking for that. I'm just thinking that maybe a Sunday, if you want some life, you have to go to the city center. I don't know, maybe it depends on what time of your life you are in. Maybe if you are older, or if you are planning to build a family, then a place like this is perfect. If you're young, the city center might be a lot better for you. I like living in the city center, although there are days where I would like to live farther with more nature, maybe the fields with some forest nearby. Yeah, that's nice. A lot of sails and boats. I can't even see where it ends, so I guess the shortcut worked. I saved a few blocks. Battery is down to 15%. Okay, so this is the last part that I'm going to record. Basically, the next time you see something is I'm going to already had lunch and everything. So fast forward my lunch and my break. As you can see, we were here, we walk a bit, we stop around here, and then I continue, and I'm on the other side of the pier and marina. So the goal is to get from here to the pier, and we will stop here the day or the vlog. So yeah, the goal is to get to the pier. And another update, the sun is already going down, it's getting cold, it's windy, and it's about 4:15. So yeah, I want to do as fast as I can. It's getting really busy here. I guess many people already leaving the beach. Really, the change on the weather, it was abrupt. Abrupt? Yeah. The change in weather was abrupt. This looks like the beach where everybody comes in summer. I'm getting that vibe. It looks like very well established and prepared for tourism. Okay, there's the lighthouse, the Scheveningen lighthouse, and over there, there's the wheel. So we're really close. Okay, let's go to the beach. How the fuck do I go down?
Als je nog gaat zitten dan... Oh.
Okay, last beach of the day, Scheveningen. I think we saw like 5 beaches. Let me think. Hoek Van Holland Strand, the Naaktstrand of Hoek Van Holland. Maybe those two are one. Yeah, I don't know. Then we had the Monster Beach. Then we have the Kijk something beach, and this is the Scheveningen Beach. I think I'm missing one. There's the lighthouse. I don't know if you can visit it. I think you can. Actually, I'll quickly check. Doesn't look like it. 4 months ago was not open. So yeah, I guess it's not open. Okay, I'm going to set foot, and officially I'm visiting the beach. Now I'm going to cross this desert, and then I'll get to the wheel. It's way busier here. You can see the difference with all the others that we saw early today. And now it's getting later. Many people are already leaving. This is not what I would have expected from a beachfront. I was expecting like tall buildings, you know, modern. Because, yeah, most people want always the beachfront. But it looks really normal. Like some of buildings are even really old. That surprises me. I guess I have visited many cities that are way more touristic. So they tend to build better, well, not better, but more modern buildings in front of their beaches. Getting closer and closer. And not just that, it's getting really windy. More than before. Okay, so that thing over there is a hotel. I never expect that. I could have expected anything except that. So I guess it comes from really old times where everybody was coming here for the beach. I think even one train line was built only because of the beach, to take tourists here, but I'm not entirely sure. So I think now I need to leave the beach somewhere around there and walk all the way to the end of the pier. I don't see any stairs, so yeah, likely I have to get out the beach. It looks like there are 2 floors, but there are some stairs there. That's great, because that means I don't have to go all the way to the start, all the way to the beginning of the pier. But that one will take me to the first floor, and I think I want to go to the second one. And right here we have the stairs to the second floor. That was easy. I was expecting more turns. I think there's like a food market here. It smells really good. Some kind of barbecue, burgers, sausages, something like that. It smells delicious. And we made it. My camera battery is at 1%, so just in time. We managed to get to the pier after almost 5 hours, maybe even a bit more. Look at the view, you deserve it. To the other side there's not much to see. More dunes, probably more beaches. It's interesting to see how suddenly it ends. The entrance is on the first floor, but there are many openings, many places where you can just go down. You don't need to go all the way to the beginning of the pier. There are quite a few things here to do. I think they are doing bungee jumping or something similar. Oof, crazy. Although if you fall, you go to the water. Okay, let's take a look downstairs and wrap up this video. So it's mostly food places and entertainment places. This place looks like it's have seen better days. So it is mostly places to eat, and there are some entertainment things, but Definitely this place I've seen better days. Looks a bit abandoned. The whole area looks old, like it needs a refurbishment to be refurbished. Yeah. So I think this concludes today's video. I'm going to head back home, take a shower and rest. Everything is going to be behind the scenes. So yeah, that's it. Catch you all next time.